Hi, I'm Sendao, and in this video we are going to talk all about Biosilk and why I believe that Biosilk is one of the best products on the market, especially when you are somebody who wears your hair straight on a regular basis. It is one of the best products on the market, and it is one of the products for sure that I can almost guarantee if you use it the right way, you will get no heat damage. Not only will you get no heat damage, but your curls actually are thicker and fuller after you straighten your hair. So let's hop into my computer so we can talk more about the wonderful key constituents in the Biosilk that make it so amazing. I wanted to sit down and do it, but I just want to get really nerdy, so we have to hop into my computer and look at my notes. So let's do it.
I am back. What it do, baby?
It's Biosilk 101. Biosilk offers a variety of hair care products formulated with key ingredients designed to nourish, protect, and enhance the appearance of hair. Below is a breakdown of some of their notable products, highlighting key constituents and their purpose. Now, if you're new to my channel, you probably haven't heard me use that word before, or maybe you just don't know what it means or whatever, but I'll break it down to you really quick because I'm going to say that word a lot, constituents. So, when you use, let's say, like a chicken blend, a roasted chicken splice blend or something like that, it'll have rosemary, thyme, cilantro, and a bunch of different herbs in it. Each herb is a key constituent of that mix, right? So what we're breaking down today is the key constituents of the mixes that the chemists put together to make these different products, right? And because of the key constituents, this is what determines if whether or not a product is something that I use on my hair, my daughter's hair, clients, and these are the ways that you should look at products, right? All of the ingredients and key constituents that I'm going to read to you are on the back of every bottle that you purchase, okay? Number one, the very first product that we're going to talk about is their shampoo and conditioner, because after all, that's like the most important part. That's the first thing you do is the shampoo and conditioner. So number one, Biosilk Silk Fusion Biosilk Therapy Shampoo. A shampoo infused with botanical extracts and herbs, ideal for all hair types, leaving hair healthy and manageable. Now, I'm going to break this down piece by piece as we're talking about hair types. When you see bottles like this talk about hair types, I love you. This is not a team natural versus send out. I do not care about that. That was so last year. Okay. What I'm talking about when we're talking about hair types, we're talking about whether you have oily hair, dry hair, things of that nature, high porosity, low porosity, medium porosity. This is a product that is good for all hair types, all porosity levels. So this isn't one that's rich in protein. Even though you see silk protein, a silk protein and the type of protein that you use for Afro-G are two completely different things. I need somebody to put that in the chat. The type of protein that you get from a protein treatment like Afro-G are two completely different things. That's the same concept with Biosilk. This is the same concept from the product that I told you guys about in the last video, right? It's the same complex. We are talking about hydrolyzed silk proteins, and we're talking about silk proteins that are completely different than a regular protein treatment. Remember, I talk about the different layers of the hair shaft. When we're talking about the layers of the hair shaft, you have the cuticle and then the cortex. With this product, we are talking about the cuticle and the cortex. When you have something like Afro-G or a protein treatment, you're only talking about the cuticle. When you have something like Color Wow, you're only talking about the cuticle. That's it. So that's something that I want you to pay attention to, and I really hope that that makes sense. All right. So in black, you will see the the name of the key constituents. Most of them are really long names, and like I said, this is my fifth time doing this. I'm not reading them. I'm just going to read what the key constituent does. So that's why I want you to follow along. Ready, set, go. This very first key constituent within the Biosilk therapy shampoo is a cleaning agent that helps to produce foam and remove dirt and oil from the hair and scalp. This very next one is a mild surfactant derived from coconut oil that cleanses and conditions the hair. Now, this is where things get confusing, and this is why you can't follow and listen to girls who learn everything about hair from trying hair products because, excuse me, when something says it's derived from coconut oil, somebody who doesn't understand could be like, ha ha ha, Sin said coconut oil was bad, but she's promoting this and it has coconut. Listen, when you talk about a key constituent, remember what I said at the beginning about key constituents. When you talk about key constituents of coconut, you are talking about the different pieces of a whole. So, what the chemists who created Biosilk did, they took out, they deducted, extracted the key constituent within coconut oil that gives them the property that they want, and they can leave the rest of the constituents that have the damaging properties that you all experience when you use coconut oil. They leave those behind. Give me a 5 in the chat if that makes sense. This is why whenever you see people try to argue with me in the comments, sometimes I'm really dismissive because I'm I'm not giving a science lesson right then and there. I'm just not doing it, especially to somebody that wants to argue. But I really need you to understand that the coconut oil you get from the dollar store, or the coconut oil you get from the Walmart or the Walgreens or the Whole Foods or the Sprouts is not the same as the coconut oil that they're putting in products. So I want to unpack that. Next up is hydrolyzed silk protein. Now, this provides moisture and strengthens the hair by penetrating the hair shaft. Hear what I said, penetrating the hair shaft. Now, as I say this, I want y'all to write all of these things down because all of these products pretty much have the same ingredients, just in different formations depending on what the product is supposed to do. So make sure you're writing these things down. Again, hydrolyzed silk, it provides moisture and strengthens the hair by penetrating the hair shaft. When this video ends, I'm going to leave a video link to a video that I did on moisture versus hydration, because people are so confused. They're like, oh, you need a moisturizer. No, you do not. God, the creator, did everything. Your body has everything that it needs. And think about how much sense it makes that you go to sleep, your heart still beats without you, your blood still runs through every vein in your body, everything still moves without you, but you think your hair can't? That doesn't make sense, right? So let's unpack that. When we're talking about hydration is what your body absorbs. The only way you get hydration is from the water that you drink, or the water content that is within the food that you eat, or the moisture that your hair gets from the environment, which is why it's so pivotal to know your porosity. So that way you're only operating based on how you work with the hair shaft, because the rate in which and the ability that your hair has to the cuticle has to open at will is going to determine how much how much hydration your hair can absorb. And then you want to know how you get moisture? It's not in a product, it's in the sebum that's coming from your scalp. It's a wax. And that's what moisturizes the hair, but you have to comb it. So those are things that I want you to remember when we're talking about this hydrolyzed silk protein providing moisture. What they're talking about is it is a water soluble sealant, meaning that it's going to help your hair open. Your cuticle isn't going to be sealed or shut or locked. It's still going to be able to open whenever it needs to, right? But it's also going to help it to close when it needs to and stay sealed to retain the moisture that your hair needs until your next shampoo day, and then the cycle is repeated. All right, I hope that makes sense. For hydrolyzed protein, let me know in the chat. I'm going to look really quick. Let me know in the chat if it's making sense to you as we are going. And I know that I am talking really fast, but this is like my second or third time doing this, and I'm just trying to get through it, right? I'm not trying to talk y'all to death. Drinking some water. Hold on. All right. This next key constituent, it enhances hair's moisture, elasticity, and overall health. You heard what I said about moisture. Now, remember what I said about everybody like, oh my God, we can't use those types of products because they don't have enough moisture. They don't have oils and butters. It was always a lie. But guess what? They know that you do not read. They know that you're not going to read the labels. So they can make a whole ad. They can have a whole ad series like, they've never made products that had oils and butters and things of that nature in them. So they have full product lines all based around food whole time. Silk, Biosilk, if somebody raised their hand, give me a hand raised emoji in the chat if you heard of Biosilk before 10 years ago, because I've been licensed for a minute, over a decade, and Biosilk was around before I had my cosmetology license. It's been around for a very long time. So let's unpack this very last one. The very last key constituent for this shampoo is passion fruit oil. It's an emollient, rich in essential fatty acids. It moisturizes and adds shine to the hair. So one of the key constituents is passion fruit oil. But listen, that's nothing. I have one that has so many different herbal extracts. It don't make no sense. But I digress. Let's keep going. The last one is a conditioning agent that improves the hair's manageability and reduces static. Okay, static frizz. I told you guys before that when you have frizzy hair, it is an imbalance of neutrons and electrons in the hair, and it's getting imbalance, causing them to like make the hair rise and all of that. I have a whole video about it, but it's literally just balancing the electricity in your hair. That's it. That's all. It's nothing serious. Okay. So when I see videos of people that have clients that have frizzy hair and they cut the frizzy hair off as if the frizz is damaged, oh my God, it is absolute insanity. Okay, absolute insanity. So the next up is Biosilk therapy, their conditioner. Now I went ahead and cited the article that I got all of the ingredients from, just so you can see this is what you need to do. You can highlight this, right? Get this from ChatGPT, push it in ChatGPT, and then have them give you the breakdown of every key constituent and what it does. And I need y'all to see that them telling y'all, oh, professional products, they don't know. Black women need oils and butters in their hair. Baby, it's always been there. So let's unpack it. This is the conditioner from BioSilk. The number one ingredient is silk protein. Hydrolyzed silk, which strengthens the hair, adds shine to the hair, and even more. The next one, oh, listen, because y'all love olive oil. This is olive fruit oil, is one of the key constituents in this conditioner, which provides antioxidant properties and moisturizes the hair. Next up is a form of vitamin B5 that offers soothing and moisturizing benefits. And the next up is the botanical extracts. This is all in the conditioner. We're not even to the leave-in conditioner yet. We just did shampoo and conditioner. Okay, all of the botanical extracts, they have chamomile extract, lavender extract, peppermint extract, and so many more. And Biosilk has been out for over a decade. All right. Over on the blog, I have a couple of other conditioners that you can read through if you want to. You can go ahead and do that. But this is the leave-in conditioner that I use, right? This is Biosilk Therapy 17 Miracle Leave-In Conditioner. Now, I have high porosity hair, but again, this is a product that is for all hair types. But if you are one of those people, listen, I'm not trying to point fingers at Team Natural people. I do not care. I'm just giving you visuals. If you are a person that's used to putting globs and globs of hair product in your hand, if you are a person who needs to spray half of the bottle in one sitting, don't listen to me. Just be like, oh, this was fun to listen to her, but I'm not trying this product. Keep your money, because you're dealing with real life key constituents that have powerful key constituents in them, powerful ingredients. So if you decide to triple load your hair, that's on you. If you are not a person who follows directions, please don't watch any video in this series, because one of the main reasons that I did not want to bring professional products on my channel or talk about products on my channel is because nobody follows directions with products. This is why I'm not bringing my product line back, because nobody follows directions. You get a product and you want to create something aesthetically pleasing, so you create or you use loads and globs of product thinking that you're doing something. The more product you use, the worse your hair is going to come out. Period. The more product you use, the heavier your hair is going to be. And that's just what it is. So again, if you are a person who is heavy handed with products, no matter what anybody says, do not try this product. Okay, let's keep going. Biosilk Therapy 17 Miracle Leave-In Conditioner, a hydrating multi-purpose formula inspired by the smooth texture, strong fiber, and brilliant luster of silk fabric. So the creators of Biosilk were inspired by silk and the way that silk looks. And they like, okay, what key constituents can we put together to make a formula that makes it easier and simplistic, a really easy and simplistic way for you to follow normal practices and your hair to come out looking like silk. I want it to resemble silk. What are the properties of silk? So that's what they did, right? And as a chemist, you know how to do that. The number one ingredient, not number one is the most important, but the first one is an emulsion. And this emulsifying agent, it provides a creamy texture and it moisturizes the hair. We talked about moisture versus hydration. And I've also talked about you being like a super duper product junkie. Some leave-in conditioners, like let's say Kimber, right? Kimber leave-in conditioner, I love it. I'm not comparing saying one's better than the other. That's not what this is. But if you feel the texture, you feel the texture of Kimber. Kimber has like a more watery like texture, whereas Biosilk has a creamier texture. So if you overload your hair with Biosilk, your hair is going to look crazy. Like it's going to look crazy. Okay, it is going, listen to me, baby. It is going to look crazy. So if you do not follow directions, please don't listen to me. Like, go eat some chicken while you listen, girl, and go you, girl. Okay. So that's something that I really want you to pay attention to. All right, next up is going to be a conditioning agent that detangles and softens the hair. Anybody who uses Biosilk for the first time, right after you shampoo and condition your hair, you are going to be like, you know how people be irritated, like, oh my God, why she keep touching her hair? Because I use Biosilk, my baby. Watch how my hair feels like silk, baby, and I can't help but touch it. You get a little glimpse, you're like, oh, that felt good. Oh, and once you use it, you're gonna be like, oh my God, this why she be touching her hair like that. Because your hair literally feels like silk from the moment you spray the leave-in conditioner on, because of its key constituents, right? And it makes it even easier to comb your hair, because in reality, your hair should already be properly detangled before you ever wet it. We've already talked about that. So your hair should be properly detangled before you wet your hair in general. And once you put these products in and once you're using these products, y'all, like it makes it so much easier. I tell y'all all the time, products are tools. They're tools to make your job easier. Like for example, if you're you taking a desk apart or whatever and it has screws, you need a screwdriver. Now, is there a way for you to get these screws out without a screwdriver? Absolutely. But a screwdriver makes it so much easier. This is the concept of a leave-in conditioner, like like Biosilk. So I hope that that makes sense. Give me a 5 if you still with me. CPO with me. That says for sins people, not God's people. I mean, y'all could be God's people too, but I'm just okay. Anyway, and this next one improves hair's moisture retention and elasticity. All right, we already talked about moisture versus hydration. So put that in your pocket, take that out your pocket and stick it in your brain. So lock it as I'm talking, and baby. And these last two constituents are silicones that provide smoothing, shine, and provides a barrier to the hair. So it's a protective barrier, but pay attention to how I keep saying water soluble, meaning that it dissolves in water. This is not a product that you're going to feel a bunch of residue on your hair over and over again. It's the same thing as the extracts and glycerites that I have available within the apothecary. Within the apothecary, those are all water soluble, meaning you can make you a big old cup of ice water, put a couple of drops in it, stir it up. It's gonna be like it's not even there. You may taste a little bit of it in the back, but not really because it's water soluble. It's the same thing. All right. I hope that makes sense. Number 4 is the thermal protectant spray. Now, this is one of my favorite um parts of their product line as it pertains to heat protectants, only because most of the time, and not to say that, oh, this is the best heat protectant to ever touch the face of the earth. That's not what I'm saying. But most heat protectants are just really, really basic in their formulation. But excuse me, their heat protectant is also like a it's kind of like a treatment for the hair as well. And that's something, again, that I love about Biosilk. It's two more products that I'm going to name after this one that have these same properties. But just the fact that all of their products are meant to not only aid you in doing whatever it is that you're doing during the styling process, but your hair is better after you shampoo it out, because through all of the key constituents, like what I'm going to name in here, it is literally formulated to treat your hair as it's styled. And then after it's being styled until it's shampooed again, as long as you ain't adding 15 layers of products to your hair. Okay. Okay. So number 4, Biosilk Therapy Thermal Shield Protective Spray. Now, this spray is formulated to shield hair from thermal damage caused by heat styling tools, providing long lasting styling results with enhanced shine. Number 1 ingredient, of course, is water, and this serves as the base solvent for this formulation. All right, so you don't overuse the product. It's not going to make your hair revert back, but you don't need to spray 37 layers of a product on. Like, hold it back a good distance, spray the product, and keep it moving. The Most people on YouTube, and if you've been watching YouTube videos, they make you believe that the more product you add, the more effective it is, and it's actually the opposite. The more product you add, the least effective the product is. Less is so much more. Next up is the next up is a couple of solvents that act as a film forming agent, and this is providing a hold and structure to the hair. It's what helps you keep the hair in place. Excuse the doorbell. We ordered pizza. I'm tired. I'm not cooking anything, and my dog is barking at the pizza man. Next up is alcohol. This function as a solvent that helps in the quick drying of the product. So, sometimes I've used some heat protectors that are poorly made. If you spray some of it, like, your hair be wet for a minute. You need to mess around and blow dry your hair because it's wet from leave-in heat protectant. I'm sorry, but this one isn't like that at all. I love that. This next key constituent is an emulsifier that ensures even distribution of the product. So there are products I don't want to name any products that I don't like that, because it's not about that. It's a new yard, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to show that I got a beautiful spurt. And But there are certain products that you use it and it's like, oh my God, like it's like really heavy in this area. Some areas feel good, but other areas feel crunchy. That's because the product itself doesn't is not able to be evenly distributed through the hair. So it's not an even consumption as it pertains to the styling, right? And then next up is going to be hydrolyzed silk. We've talked about that many times. And as you can see, this is a key constituent in every single product. It contains amino acids that penetrate the hair, providing moisture and strengthening the hair's elasticity. It's improving the elasticity and the strength of your hair with your heat protectant. How many heat protectants you know are protecting your hair from heat and treating your hair at the same time? And this is why I was like, okay, with my high porosity hair, I'm going to switch from Kimbra to Biosilk because Biosilk has a little bit more of what my high porosity hair needs. Even though it's good for all porosities, right? It's great for what my hair needs, especially living out in the wild, wild west. Okay, I'm in Nevada. I'm in the desert. So this is an amazing product for me. And I never add extra oil and grease and butter to my hair ever. And we're still talking about the freaking heat protected, girl. Okay, we haven't even got to the serum yet, girl. We haven't got to the serum. So then next up are a couple of glycerols, and they serve as moisturizers and skin conditioning agents that enhance the product's texture and feel. Next up, acts as a conditioning agent and a preservative, right? It preserves the product and does a couple of other things too. So it's a really, really an amazing addition too. And then this next one, it functions as a skin conditioning agent and an emollient. Citric acid is used to adjust the pH of this product, the fragrance, of course. And then next up, they just have a list of the fragrances. And this is the last one. So before I keep going, is everybody okay? Give me a 3 in the chat. Just give me a bunch of 3s in the chat. Is everybody's fine? Before I keep going. And again, make sure that I have a thumbs up. Like, what are we doing? We have over 100 people in the chat, so I just need to see some more thumbs up. Like, what is going on? What is going on? Okay, thank you, everybody. Okay. Okay, baby, we're gonna keep going there. Again, give me some thumbs up. And I'm gonna take questions, but it's only gonna be about Biosilk. Y'all know how I feel about questions. Don't make me lecture every goddamn body today. Okay, this is okay. So next up, now, girl, boy, y'all, this is one of the best products in their whole line. Whenever people ask me, okay, Sim, what's your favorite serum? What's your favorite serum? And I get irritated, it's because I have a favorite one. But I know that if I tell you about it, I know you're going to use it wrong. And I know when you use it wrong, you're going to get a negative result. And you're going to be like, oh my God, Sim told me to use this. Listen, there are a lot of different serums, right? And for the most part, they have a pretty basic set of formulation. It's a pretty basic formulation that mostly all serums on the market follow, and then they just change the scent. To be honest, I'm just being honest. If I'm being honest with you, but when it comes to this one, this is not just a serum for your hair. You can use it for your skin because it is a treatment. Now, when somebody says you can use it for your scalp, when somebody says you can use it for your skin, you think that that means you take a goddamn puddle of whatever you use it, you just pour a puddle in the palm of your hand, and that's how you use it. And oh my goodness, that is not it. No, that is not what you do. When it says it could be on the scalp, you literally are taking it on your hands, emulsifying it on your hands, and giving yourself a scalp massage, right? This is before you shampoo your hair. This is before you shampoo your hair. 7-day challenge members, growth cycle blueprint members, you know what I'm talking about. So this is after you've done certain scalp treatments and things of that nature, and then right before you do a clarifying shampoo, you go ahead, put it on your hands, emulsify it, get the majority of the products on your fingertips, give yourself a scalp massage. You're not pouring the bottle in your head. No, like a like I'm gonna say a nickel size amount of this product in the palm of your hand, emulsifying it, and then you're rubbing it through your scalp, through your fingertips. You're not taking globs of it, and then the remainder of the product you just take on, with the rest of your hands and put it on the remaining of your hair. A nickel size amount, not a quarter, a nickel. That's it. I don't care how long your hair is. Stop saying my hair to my butt. It does not matter. Your hair is a microscopic fiber. It's a fiber. Nobody cares. It's more than enough product. A nickel size amount is more than enough product. And then you could put a cap on. You could walk around the house with your body heat. You do not need to sit under a steamer. You don't need to do any of that. You could go clean up something for like an hour with that on your hair and then get in a shower, do your scalp detox, all of that jazz, all of that. That's the way that they mean, oh, you can use it on the skin. They not saying use half of the bottle, get a brush and apply it like color. No. But that's the reason that I've never told y'all about this product, because I didn't feel like unpacking all of those things, and I didn't feel like, and y'all know, y'all were not ready to receive only use a dime size, a nickel size amount for my whole head, even if I have hair to my butt. Y'all wasn't ready to hear that. But I feel like now you are. So we're having this conversation. All right. So I just wanted to unpack how you use the product first, because people ask that question. But let's get into the key constituents of the product. Okay. Biosilk Therapy Original Serum. One of the best serums on the market. Oh my God, this lightweight leave-in serum is designed to repair, smooth, and protect all hair types, providing shine and conditioning without weighing the hair down. This first key constituent the first three key constituents act as emollients, and they provide smoothness and shine to protect the hair. It creates a very, very thin water soluble level. When I say water soluble, I mean it comes off easily with water. That's it. If you use this serum and you just like wipe it off your hands, if the water is hot, it's gonna come right off. We are not looking for products that leave thick layers on the hair. Your hair should be breathable. The cuticle should be able to open and close at will. If the cuticle is sealed, your hair is not helping you hold on to moisture, because it can't open to receive moisture from the environment because you've sealed it. It can't open and close at will now. These are the things that you have to think about. The very next one is the silicone that you see in the majority of your products, and it is a silicone based polymer that adds softness and shine while forming a protective barrier on the hair. Now, give me a 2 in the chat if, or don't give me a 2. Just say, "Oh my God, I get it, polymers," or just say polymers. Just say polymers in the chat if you understand why I've been talking so much about polymers on my channel. I have at least 3-hour long live broadcasts about polymers. To explain to you what a polymer is, so you can understand when to use it and where, and understand that not all of these products, oh, no sulfates, no silicones, all of this stuff, that's what has y'all messed up, because nobody's taking the time to actually read the back of the bottles. I am not, the information that I'm giving y'all today, this is not any of the information that I learned in school. Y'all can all, well, that's not true. That was a lie. I mean, as it pertains to like how to unpack and look up the ingredients. Anybody can do this. Anybody. Type right now as somebody, at least one person, and when you do it, say, "I did it, girl. I looked it up, Sin." Go on Chat GPT, look up, think of your favorite product. Think of Kimra. And tell ChatGPT to list all of the key constituents of Kimra's products and their benefits. and watch. You get the same thing that you see in front of you. It's not complicated. It takes more time for you to watch the video of the girl telling you to do jumping jacks, fart 4 times, and then put it in your hair than it does to take you to just look it up. It's very easy. Next up is after the second silicone is a solvent. It's a type of alcohol, and it's a solvent, and it has antimicrobial properties. So it also makes sure that there's no bacterial growth and things of that nature within the product. This next one, it functions as an emollient and another antimicrobial agent that enhances the product's texture and stability. This very next one acts as a preservative to maintain the product's shelf life. And this very next one is a provitamin B5, which acts as a humectant to attract moisture, improving the hair's hydration and elasticity. So if you get what I said about hydration and elasticity, Lord, and hydration and moisture and the difference, put hydration and moisture in the chat so I don't have to go over that again. But put it in the chat if you get it. All right. And next up, this is another version of hydrolyzed silk protein, which provides moisture and strengthens the hair by penetrating the hair shaft. This is one of the most important things that I don't think y'all pay attention to. All of the products that they deem as black hair products are products that do not penetrate the hair shaft. They cover it and seal it. That's why I don't support any of y'all Team Natural products, because they don't actually do anything to your hair. They put covers and layers and masks on top of them. And then years down the line, you do something else. The mask comes off, and then whatever product is most popular, that's who you blame. I'm not defending Mielle Organics in any way, shape, or form. I always thought that it was a product that none of y'all should have been using. But I digress. But I do think that it's ridiculous that black women who have not taken care of their hair, everybody went bald at the same time and used Mielle Organics as the scapegoat. But nobody else paid attention to the other things that they have been doing to cause the weathering in the first place. The products that y'all have been begging everybody to make that black women need have always been on the market for decades. Y'all just don't take the time to read and really, really understand it. But these products have been here. Okay? They've been here. Next up, it functions as a preservative, maintaining the product's shelf life. All right. Oh, I already read that. Provitamin B5 acts as a humectant that attracts moisture, improving the hair's hydration and elasticity. This very next one, I read this already, but we're doing it again. Hydrolyzed silk that provides moisture and strengthens the hair by penetrating the hair shaft. Next up is going to be the fragrance, right? That is in the product. And then next up is all of the other different key constituents. Now, you can look this up or you can follow along with it yourself over on my blog. I left the link in the description box below, right? But I just really want everybody to get into the fact that everything that y'all need, everything that the hair industry has always needed, everything that black women have always pertains to hair care has always been here.
So now you have the inside scoop on the whole Biosilk collection, and you know everything that there is to know about Biosilk and why I believe it is one of the best products on the market. You can get the sample size of this product, and if you go inside of like Walmart or a whole bunch of different stores, you can actually find like a little package, right, where you can get quite a few things in one pack. And I'm also gonna leave things on the screen, so click right here. There should be like a little thing that show you like either right over here or right over there, I don't know. It's a little thing that shows you like, okay, this is is what the Biosilk looks like. I have all of the products tagged in this video, so if you want to try out Biosilk, which I really think you should, the links are in the description box below. And I always tell everybody, especially if you're ordering from Amazon, take your time, because on Amazon they have sample sizes, so you can get a sample size of all of these products to see if whether or not you like it, and I'm almost willing to bet money you will. Lastly, the last little disclaimer, this is a professional grade product, and because it's a professional grade product, it's going to be highly concentrated. So you using all of the products, the same amount of products that you used to use in videos that you see, or like how videos like this tell you to use loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of product. Oh my God, please stop doing that. Never do that again, because all you're doing is causing buildup on the hair shaft and the scalp. And I can guarantee you, if you put layers and layers and globs of Biosilk on your hair gonna be jacked up. All right, I love you so much. Thank you for watching this video. Leave it in the comments below if you've tried Biosilk, if you like it, so people won't think I'm making it up. All right, I love you so much. Bye.